This video is a product of EcoFund, made by students at FPT University, Cần Thơ. The economy is made up of thousands of firms that produce the goods and services you enjoy every day. In this video, we will define some of the variables that economists use to measure a firm's cost, and we consider the relationship among these variables. Let's start our discussions with Caroline's cookie factory as an example. Caroline recently opened up a cookie factory, so what are the objectives of her firm? Although there might be different goals, it is more likely that she started the business to make money. We assume that the firm's goal is to maximize profit. The amount that the firm receives for the sale of its output is called total revenue. The amount that the firm pays to buy inputs is called total cost. Caroline gets to keep any revenue that is not needed to cover costs. What are costs? Remember one of the 10 principles of economics. The cost of something is what you give up to get it. Opportunity costs, which requires the firm to pay out some money, are called explicit cost, which requires an outlay of money. For example, paying wages to workers. Some of a firm's opportunity costs, called implicit cost, do not require a cash outlay. For example, the opportunity cost of the owner's time. Now let's return to the firm's objective, profit. Because economists and accountants measure costs differently, they also measure profit differently. An accountant measures the firm's accounting profit as the firm's total revenue minus only the firm's explicit cost. An economist measures a firm's economic profit as the firm's total revenue minus all of the opportunity cost. Explicit and implicit are producing the goods and services sold. Because the accountant ignores the implicit cost, accounting profit is usually larger than economic profit. Production function. Production function is the relationship between the quantities of input used to make a good and the quantity of output of that good. It gets flatter as production rises. For example, the amount of workers in Caroline's cookie factory. When there's one worker, she produces 50 cookies. When there are 2 workers, she produces 90 cookies, and so on. Marginal product. The marginal product of any input in the production process is the increase in the quantity of output obtained from one additional unit of that input. For example, when the number of workers goes from 1 to 2, cookie production increases from 50 to 90. So the marginal product of the second worker is 40 cookies. Various measures of cost. From data on a firm's total cost, we can derive several related measures of cost, as you can see on the graph, which is very important for you to memorize. Marginal cost. Marginal cost is the increase in total cost that arises from an extra unit of production. Fixed costs are costs that do not vary with the quantity of output produced. For example, Caroline's rent of $1,000 for her infrastructures, or cost of equipment. Variable costs are costs that vary with the quantity of output produced. For example, the wages Caroline paid for her workers, or cost of materials. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like the video and page for further content.